Yes, good morning, dear students. Myself, Vijay, and I am your science teacher. Today, we will start a new topic of the chapter number 6, types of combustion. Before today's session, we have seen that what is combustion basically. We have seen this topic. What is combustion? What are the requirements of the combustion? Combustion की क्या requirements होती हैं? हमने देखा था कि a chemical reaction in which a chemical substance react with oxygen to produce heat. This process is known as combustion. This process is known as combustion. Now, what are the requirements of the combustion? Combustion की requirements होती हैं. For example, oxygen gas is required, a temperature is required, and a fuel is required. These are the three requirements of the oxygen. Then we have discussed a topic, that is how to control the fire. How we can control the fire? We have read about the fire extinguisher. We have read about the carbon dioxide and water as a fire extinguisher. These much of topics that we have discussed in this chapter till now. And the last topic of combustion. Today we will discuss. The name of the topic is types of combustion. What are the types of combustion? Now listen, in your books, there are some types of combustion are given. For example, the very first type is rapid combustion. The very first type is rapid combustion. As you can see, this highlighted one, rapid combustion. So if you will try to burn some fuels like petrol, diesel, or inflammable gases like CNG or LPG, if you will try to burn them, they will burn very quickly. They will catch fire very quickly. So those types of combustion in which the fuel catches fire very quickly and start burning very quickly, then those types of combustion reactions are known as rapid combustion. As the rapid means very quickly, was easily understood. No problem here. There are substances like phosphorus which burn in air at room temperature. If you will see the room temperature, at room temperature, the phosphorus start burning. At room temperature, the phosphorus starts burning. It's not particularly at room temperature, but we can say that the phosphorus have its ignition temperature, say from 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. That is very low. I repeat, the ignition temperature of phosphorus is very low. It is from 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. So very low. It generally catches fire at room temperature. That's why it's stored very carefully. And now other is next type of combustion is spontaneous combustion. Very highlighted word and very important word. All of you listen very carefully. Next type of combustion that we are discussing is spontaneous combustion. One we have discussed the rapid combustion. The other is the spontaneous combustion. What is the meaning of spontaneous combustion? First of all, you must know the meaning of spontaneous. Spontaneous का meaning होता है by self. If a reaction or anything which happens by itself, then it is known as spontaneous. ऐसे कोई भी एक्शन या कोई रिएक्शन जो अपने आप हो जाए ना, बिना उसको स्टार्ट करे अपने आप हो जाए, then these types of actions are termed to be as spontaneous. So those combustion reaction or those burning reaction which happens by itself, no requirement of starting it, उसको start करने की requirement नहीं है, it happens by itself. Those type of combustion reactions are termed as spontaneous combustion. Here, what is written here, all of you see, the type of combustion in which a material suddenly bursts into flames. A material suddenly bursts into flame without the application of any apparent cause. Without the application of any apparent cause, कोई भी हमने जो है अलग से कोई source use नहीं किया. We are not using any type of source to burn any substance. तो ऐसा कोई जो combustion होता है जिसमें अपने आप कोई burn होना start करता है, those type of combustion is known as spontaneous combustion. Some examples of spontaneous combustion are given on the next page. You must have heard about the forest fires. You must have heard about some forest fires or fire in the coal mines. Coal mines या फिर जो forest fires होते हैं. No one is going to start those types of accidents or those type of forest fires. they starts by themselves only, है ना. Forest में क्या होता है generally, dry leaves, dry branches, dry trees are there, and the ignition temperature of dry leaves is very low. So due to the heat of the sun only, the leaves catches fire, and from the leaves the fire is increasing, fire goes on increasing, and it result in the forest fires. So these types of reaction in which there is no human activity in starting that particular reaction ना, उसको कोई human activity से start नहीं करा, अपने आप ही हो रहा है. Those types of combustion are spontaneous combustion. Sometimes due to the lightning strike also, lightning strike के कारण भी हो सकता है, बहुत स्पीड से जो है, बहुत ही वैसे lightning में बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जी होती है. Sometimes lightning की वजह से भी some fire takes place, है ना. So those types of combustion are known as spontaneous combustion. One more type of combustion is given in your books, that is explosion. That is very much understood, बहुत ही easily understood है. Explosion का meaning क्या होता है? Like when you are firing or when you are burning the crackers on some festivals, when you are burning the crackers, the cracker burn very quickly, very instantly, and they burn with lots of sound, lots of heat, light and sound. Heat is also released, light is also released, and sound is also released. When the cracker explode, जब crackers जब explode होते हैं, at that time heat is released, light is released, as well as sound is released. So those types of combustion in which all these three types of activity takes place, जिसमें heat भी release हो रही हो, light भी release plus sound भी release हो रही है, those type of combustions are known as explosion. Example is very simple. When you are burning the crackers on some festivals, on some occasions you are burning the crackers, their combustion, that combustion reaction in which sound, light and heat is produced, those type of combustion reactions are known as explosions, Okay students, I hope this topic is clear to all of you. Now moving to the next topic of the chapter, that is the other part of the chapter. I told you earlier also, the name of the chapter is Combustion and Flame, and this chapter is mainly divided into two portions. One is about the combustion and the other is about the flame. So with this topic, explosion topic, we have completed the combustion topic of the chapter. Now we are going to study a new topic, that is flame. अब हम कौन सा टॉपिक पढ़ेंगे बच्चों? क्या पढ़ेंगे? फ्लेम क्या होता है? Very interesting topic, very interesting topic students. ठीक है, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है. फ्लेम क्या होता है? What do you mean by flame? Let's see. First of all, what you have to do, observe an LPG flame. Can you tell the color of the flame? What is the color of a candle flame? Now you have to observe two flames very commonly available in our houses. Easily आप उनको observe कर सकते हैं. What you have to do, first of all, you have to observe a LPG flame. LPG जो stove है, उसकी flame को observe करना है and see what is the color of that flame. And in the second case, what you have to do, you have to observe a flame around a candle. Candle के around एक flame को observe करना. You see the color of the flames. Is the color of both the flames same, or is the color of the flame different? Definitely आप सभी ने observe किया होगा, and diagram is also given here. See, a diagram is also given here. The flame of the LPG gas, the flame of the LPG gas is blue, whereas the flame of the candle is somehow yellow in color. Yellow color का visible हो रहा है. अगर थोड़ा सा अगर हम दूर से देखें तो येलो कलर का, और बीच में एक ब्लैक कलर का पोर्शन भी नजर आ रहा है. So both the flames have different colors, yes or no? Definitely. इसमें जो फ्यूल यूज हो रहा है, that is LPG. क्या यूज हो रहा है बेटा? इसके अंदर कौन सा फ्यूल यूज हो रहा है? LPG. और इसमें कौन सा फ्यूल यूज हो रहा है? वैक्स, है ना? वैक्स वेपर्स, ज्यादा बेटर में हम क्या कहें, वैक्स वेपर्स यूज हो रहे हैं. वैक्स जो है कौन सी फॉर्म में यूज हो रही है? वेपर्स की फॉर्म में यूज हो रही है. व्हाट इज बेसिकली वैक्स? वैक्स बेसिकली क्या होता है? कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन का प्रोडक्ट होता है. किसका प्रोडक्ट होता है? कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन से बना हुआ एक प्रोडक्ट है, दैट इज वैक्स. दैट इज बर्निंग. When it burns, तो वैक्स के जो वेपर्स होते हैं दे कैचेस फायर एंड दे स्टार्ट बर्निंग। एंड सिमिलरली जो एलपीजी है इट इज स्टोर्ड इन द सिलेंडर्स इन द लिक्विड फॉर्म। एलपीजी हमारे सबके घरों में इजीली अवेलेबल है। एलपीजी इन द सिलेंडर्स it is stored in the liquid form, and as soon as the LPG gas comes out of the cylinder it converts into the gaseous form। तो जो यहाँ पे फ्लेम पर जो बर्न हो रहे हैं वो क्या है, दोस आर एलपीजी जो है ना बेटा, एलपीजी का ही वेपर फॉर्म, दैट इज इन द गैसियस फॉर्म। तो आपको यहाँ पे एक बात नोट करनी है, दोनों फ्लेम, कैंडल फ्लेम एज वेल एज एलपीजी फ्लेम, दोनों में क्या कॉमन था, एक मेन जो है कॉमन पॉइंट क्या हमने नोट किया। कॉमन पॉइंट इज दैट you see the flame only when the fuel is in the gaseous state or in the vapor state. Very important point. Keep in mind always that whenever you are burning a fuel, whenever you're burning the fuel, if the fuel is converting into the vapor form, or we can say if the fuel is converting into the gaseous form, then only the flame is visible. If the fuel is not converting into the vapor form, for example, if you are burning coal or if you are burning charcoal जो coal है उनको आप if you will burn them, you will not see the flame around it. The reason is that charcoal do not convert into the vapor. Since it do not convert into the vapor, it will not result in the formation of the flame. तो फ्लेम तभी बनेगा जब जो फ्यूल है कौन से स्टेट में, फिजिकल स्टेट क्या होगा, व्हाट इज द फिजिकल स्टेट ऑफ फ्यूल, फिजिकल स्टेट ऑफ द फ्यूल शुड बी गैसेस फॉर्म और द वेपर फॉर्म। ओके, तो यहाँ पे आपने क्या देखा, इन द एलपीजी ऑल्सो एंड इन द कैंडल केस ऑल्सो, कैंडल वाले केस में और एलपीजी वाले केस में, दोनों में जो यहाँ पर क्या प्रेजेंट है, फ्यूल क्या है, वैक्स वेपर्स, wax vapors are present and these wax vapors are in the gaseous form। similarly जो LPG जो यहाँ पे जो आपको फ्लेम दिखाई दे रही है, यहाँ पर कौन सा फ्यूल प्रेजेंट है, LPG is a fuel present, and in which physical state it is present, it is present in the gaseous form। So flame is only visible when the fuel is in the gaseous form। Yes, all of you see students, यहाँ पे three different structures दिए हुए हैं। First structure, can you see? This is a lamp, है ना, ये क्या है बेटा, लैंप है। लैंप की फ्लेम देखिए, लैंप फ्लेम, color of the flame, all of you see। This is candle, see the color of the flame, and this is burner, see the color of the flame। In the burner में क्या होता है basically, the LPG gas, LPG fuel is burning। Which fuel is burning? LPG fuel is burning, and since the color of the flame is blue, LPG जब गैस बर्न होता है तो कौन सा कलर आएगा, फ्लेम का ब्लू कलर आएगा। जब कैंडल बर्न होती है तो थोड़ा येलोइश, थोड़ा ब्लू, थोड़ा ब्लैक, दिस टाइप के कलर्स यू विल सी। एंड यहाँ पर फ्यूल क्या है, यहाँ पर फ्यूल क्या यूज हो रहा है, वैक्स वेपर्स यूज हो रहे हैं, यहाँ पे एलपीजी यूज हो रहा है। सिमिलरली इन दिस लैंप में क्या फ्यूल यूज करते हैं, आपने जरूर जो है यू मस्ट हैव ऑब्जर्व द लैंप। इन द लैंप वी यूज kerosene as a fuel, we use kerosene as a fuel। तो जो kerosene होता है that basically जो यहाँ पर जो विक्स होती हैं, यहाँ पर जो पतले पतले धागे के फॉर्म में यहाँ पर जो है इस तरह से अंदर प्रेजेंट होते हैं, वहां से जो है केरोसिन गैस, केरोसिन जो ऑयल है वो राइज अप होता है, टेम्परेचर से वेपर फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट होता है, कन्वर्ट्स इनटू द फ्लेम। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो इसके टॉपिक को आगे बढ़ना स्टार्ट करते हैं। All of you see, recall your experience of burning a magnesium ribbon in class 7th। If you do not have experience of burning the remaining items in table 6.2, you can do that now। There are some examples, all of you see। These are the types of fuel, like candle forms the flame, definitely candle जो है forms the flame, no problem at all, candle forms the flame। Magnesium ribbon, when magnesium ribbon is burnt, it also forms a flame. Camphor, when camphor is burnt, it also form a flame. Kerosene stove, yes, definitely, it also form a flame. Did charcoal form the flame? No. Charcoal do not form the flame. It does not form the flame. So out of all these fuels, only charcoal is not able to form the flames. Why charcoal is not able to form the flames? Because charcoal is not converting into the vapor form. Charcoal को वो heat करने से वो vapor form में convert नहीं हो रहा है. And since it is not converting into vapor form, there is no formation of any types of flame around that. Okay, students, moving to the next topic, all of you see. Structure of flame. Activity 6.5. Activity 6.5. Structure of flame. Now, what activity is done here? All of you see a very activity-based topic is this. Activity में क्या mention किया? All of you see. Light a candle. Hold a 4 to 5 centimeter long thin glass tube with a pair of tongs and introduce its one end in the dark zone of non-flickering candle flame. Bring a lighted matchstick near the other end of the glass tube. Do you see a flame caught at the end of the glass tube after a while? Definitely. If so, what is that produces a flame? Notice that the wax near the heated wick melts very quickly. Now all of you see a diagram is given. A diagram better explains, but a diagram is much better than explanation. All of you see what we are doing in this activity, what you have to do in this activity basically. See, this is the candle. Okay. Now this is the flame of the candle. Definitely this is the flame of the candle. Now what we are basically doing, we are taking a glass pipe. We are taking a thin glass pipe, and that thin glass pipe, both the ends of that thin glass pipe should be open from the ends of the glass pipe should be open from both the ends. Ends of the glass pipe should be open from both the ends. Glass pipe के जो ends होने चाहिए दोनों तरफ से open होने चाहिए. मतलब जो you have to take a pipe like this, whose both ends are open. Whose both ends are open like this. Now what you have to do basically, you have to introduce ये glass का बना हुआ pipe होना चाहिए, very thin pipe. Now what you have to do, इसका जो एक end है, इसका जो एक open hand है, आपको इसके black portion में enter करना है. जो कैंडल का जो फ्लेम है, फ्लेम का जो डार्क पोर्शन है या जो ब्लैक पोर्शन है, उसमें आपको कैंडल फ्लेम का जो डार्क पोर्शन है या जो ब्लैक पोर्शन है, that you have to enter that portion. One end of the pipe must be entered in that portion and the other end of the pipe should be open. Now what you have to do, you have to bring a burning matchstick. You have to bring a burning matchstick near the other end. You can see that है ना, easily activities आपको diagram show हो रहा है कि जो एक end है ना, एक end को हमने dark portion में enter कर दिया है candle flame के, और जो दूसरा end है उसके पास में एक burning matchstick हम लेके आ रहे हैं. तो what you will see, the question is asked, does this end will catch fire? Yes or no? If you will bring a burning matchstick near it, does this end will catch fire? Yes or no? The answer is yes. This end of the burning, this end of the glass pipe will definitely catch the fire. Now, why is it so? Why it is happening like this? In the inner portion, the innermost portion of the flame, which is of dark zone, or we can say the black color जो zone होता है, candle flame का जो innermost zone होता है, that contains unburnt carbon particles. That contains carbon particles which are not properly burned. That's why it is black in color. Due to lack of oxygen, the wax which is present around there, that is not able to burn properly due to lack of oxygen. That's why its color is black. Now those unburnt carbon particles travel through this glass pipe and reaches here. When they reaches here, they get the enough amount of oxygen. when they get enough amount of oxygen and a little temperature by the burning candle, then they start burning. Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say, यहाँ पे जो ब्लैक पोर्शन है, जो डार्क पोर्शन है, यहाँ पर जो है अनबर्न्ड कार्बन के पार्टिकल्स. Now these unburnt carbon particles, why they are unburnt carbon particles present here? Because of the absence of the oxygen. जो कैंडल फ्लेम का जो इनर मोस्ट जोन होता है वो ब्लैक कलर का होता है, बिकॉज जो इनर मोस्ट जोन है वहां पे कार्बन के, वहां पे ऑक्सीजन प्रॉपर्ली अवेलेबल नहीं है. Since oxygen is not properly available, the fuel is not able to burn properly. Since fuel is properly not burning, the wax vapors are not properly burning, it gives black color. It's give black color to that portion. तो वहां पर जो अनबर्न, जो नहीं प्रॉपर्ली बर्न हुए वो जो कार्बन पार्टिकल्स हैं, those carbon particle will travel through this glass pipe and reach to the other end. At the other end, you will see that if you will bring a burning mastic here, since oxygen यहाँ पे properly available है, एक burning mastic इसके पास में लेके आएंगे तो what will happen? It will start burning. What does this activity show? What we should learn from this activity? What we should understand from this activity? हमें क्या समझना चाहिए इस activity से? This activity is trying to explain that in the flame, the innermost zone of the flame, contains the carbon particle, unburnt carbon particles. The innermost zone of the flame contains the black portion, and in that black portion, unburnt carbon particles are present. Okay, dear students, I hope this activity is very clear to you. One more activity is shown here. Very interesting activity. All of you listen very carefully. What we are doing in this particular activity? I am talking about this activity. Activity figure 6.11. हम इस फिगर में क्या कर रहे हैं आप देखिए, आप ध्यान से देखेंगे. All of you observe very carefully what we are doing in this activity. There is a candle. Okay, candle है, properly इसको burn कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. Now after some time हम उस पे एक ग्लास से बनी हुई स्लाइड को प्लेस कर देते हैं. Not placing it properly, but we are holding it with the help of tongs. With the help of tongs or with the help of some chimney or tongs, we are holding a glass slide over the yellow portion of the flame. जो flame का जो yellow portion है ना, जो majority of जो flame का जो portion है yellow color का, उस पोर्शन में आपको क्या इंट्रोड्यूस करना है? ग्लास से बनी हुई एक स्लाइड को इंट्रोड्यूस करना है. एंड कीप दैट ग्लास स्लाइड इन दैट रीजन फॉर अराउंड 5 to 10 minutes to 15 minutes, और for 10 to 20 seconds. अगर if you will hold it for 1 minute there, what you will see that after some time the glass slide will become blank. A black ring is shown on the glass slide. ये आपको दिख रहा है बेटा? I am showing it again. All of you see. ये जो black color का जो portion दिख रहा है आपको, you can see this black portion. If you will place the glass slide for some time over the yellow zone of the flame by holding it with the help of tongs, you will see that after some time the portion becomes yellow. The portion becomes black. The glass slide becomes black. Why is it so? Why it is happening? Because the yellow portion or the middle zone of the flame, जो yellow zone होता है वो middle zone होता है flame का. सबसे जो innermost zone है, that is the black zone, that contains the unburnt carbon particles. That is the black zone. Black zone के जो बाहर वाला portion है, I will show you a diagram of flame here. All of you can see. The middle zone is the yellow, जो yellow color का जो zone दिख रहा है, ये middle zone. ये जो अंदर वाला जो black portion, जो यहाँ पे जो आपको थोड़ा सा ना black color का जो यहाँ पे structure दिख रहा है, this is the black portion of the flame and this is the innermost zone of the flame. Due to absence of oxygen, the fuel is not able to burn. It contains unburned carbon particles. Now this yellow zone, do this yellow zone contain the unburned carbon particles? Yes. क्या इस yellow zone में भी कुछ unburned carbon के particles हैं जो black color produce कर देते हैं? Definitely बेटा. We have done one activity. जो ये glass slide है, why this glass slide becomes black in color? Why this glass slide becomes black in color? this glass slide becomes black in color because of the unburnt carbon particles present in the yellow portion or the जो middle zone है उसमें जो carbon particles unburnt present है उसी कारण जो ये slide है वो कौन से कलर की हो जाती है? The slide becomes of black color की जो है इस तरह से structure बन जाता है. Students, so I hope all of you have understood these two activities, and something you have understood about the flame also. कि flame produce होने के लिए what is very necessary for producing a flame? For producing a flame, the most necessary thing is, for production of a flame, most necessary thing is to जो fuel है, fuel that must be in the vapor form. Fuel कौन सी form में होना चाहिए? Vapor form में होना चाहिए. The substance which vaporize during burning gives flame. All of you see, again repeat, the substance which vaporize during burning gives flame. मतलब जो substance heat होने के दौरान या burning के दौरान जो vaporize होता है वही flame produce करता है. For example, kerosene oil and molten wax rise through the wick and are vaporized during burning and form flames. Charcoal, on the other hand, does not vaporize and so does not produces a flame. In activity 6.5, could the vapors of wax coming out of the glass tube causes the flame produce? Yes, definitely. Vapors जो है glass tube के जो बाहर vapors आ रही हैं, they will cause the flame to happen. Okay, students, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's session.